Hey folks, this is my update for Tuesday, March 29th. It turns out I have a lot to talk about this time. I'm gonna have to split it up. Talk about some of it this time and some of it in the next update. A lot's actually happened. So I'm gonna start with my Footsteps Through Time series. I'm gonna give an update on it because content's kind of changed now. It's getting later in the year and activities have kind of moved indoors. And as you can tell, if you've been watching it, the camera I'm using isn't really all that great indoors, but you know, it does what it needs to do. It's just, the quality's just not all that great. So, what's going to be coming up is the boys are going to be baking cookies.
One egg. So we would need a small bowl to crack the egg in before we pour it in so we don't get any eggshells. We have to dig through a pile of sugar and peanut butter.
Really good cookies too, I might add. You got Kenny's birthday. And a lot of Cub Scout stuff.
Okay, do we need to roll out the paper to get the list all in, or? No. Okay.
No, we're three shy.
Three shy.
Four shy.
Zach,
Congratulations.
hold on to my paper.
I'll hold the royal paper.
Okay, Zach has earned his hiking badge, his musician badge, his trailcraft badge, his entertainer badge, his white star, red star. Oh, he's got his red star. He's got his athlete badge. He's got his skater badge. He's got his purple star, and he has his world religion badge. Now, on another hand, hang on, he needs a big cheer from everybody because he has now completed all 6 stars, which is very, very hard.
Every star, all 6 stars. So, I think we need a seal of approval here, ladies and gentlemen. And that was only 10 out of the 13 that he came, 9 out of the 13 he came with.
Yeah, he's got 3 awards that he had the stuff for, but we didn't have time for, and individually specialty badge, which he has everything. We forgot to bring something to finish it.
Okay.
So we have to keep that one.
Tori.
So, interesting fact about the Scouts. Sorry. Zach was the first Cub Scout in Hanover to earn all available badges. And Kenny followed shortly after. And I don't know, I haven't heard anything recently, but for years after that, no one else has done it, so it's kind of interesting. Zach was first, and then Ken. So then we got the Christmas stuff.
Daddy.
They almost don't need the stool anymore. That's scary.
Zach doesn't need the stool.
Remember, don't crowd them too close together, guys.
Zach doesn't need the stool.
Okay.
Got decorating the tree and Christmas Eve tradition and Christmas opening gifts and that. And they got these remote controlled cars. They're called Air Blades. And I think there's only one video of that at this particular time anyways, where they're playing with them at the park, which is actually kind of interesting.
That's what I want to see. Stop doing the face on the Up the hill, guys.
And I also got toboggans for Christmas. The boys never been tobogganing, so I bought them toboggans and we took him out to the Ellen Park Conservation Area, to the tobogganing hill part of it, and we had a blast. And I'm about to get interrupted, so I will continue in just a minute. Sorry about the interruption. So I don't know how the video's looking, but my display is looking a little bit pink, so I don't know if the video's coming out pink or what. Interesting. So, doing the tobogganing out at the Ellen Park Tobogganing Hills. It's kind of an open area at the conservation area. It's all, there's a small hill and there's a big hill. Oh, we had a blast. So, when you're tobogganing, there's just kind of unwritten rules, tobogganing hill etiquette. You don't go down until the person in front of you is out of the way, and you don't walk up the actual tobogganing part, you walk up the sides and that. And you'll see a lot of violations of that.
I didn't get knocked down. I didn't.
And of course me, with my risky positions, I'm standing in the middle of the hill, and people zing, zing, back. I figured that would be the best way to get the best shot, and it was. It's also a good way to get hurt. Had a bunch of kids on one tube went by, they're all piled on. And keep in mind, I'm not watching them, not watching them directly, I'm looking at them through the viewfinder. So they tend to, approach a lot quicker than it appears and a lot closer. I got a foot in the side of the head.
Pay attention, guys. Pay attention.
And at one point, Zach met one of his friends out there, and he had a GT, and he kind of crashed, and the GT comes charging down the hill at me, and I decided to be a hero and stop it for him. Ended up breaking my thumb. I was quite painful. It was coming at me a lot faster than I thought it was. That really hurt. The other thing too is if somebody's toboggan gets away from them, you stop it. You'll see a lot of that not happening too. A lot of broken rules of that place, but I tell you, it was an absolute blast. It was so fun. So, you also see Zach's birthday coming up. When we first started going out there, and the boys were learning how to use the toboggan, you'll see Zach trying to use it like a snowboard. He's standing up on it and trying to go down.
Kid. Wait, no, he's trying it again. Yeah, bend your knees, bud.
I thought, oh, maybe he might like a snowboard for his birthday. So I bought him a snowboard for his birthday. Unfortunately, he didn't get to use it that year. Because the first gift for his birthday was crutches. I don't remember if it was Scouts or school or if it was with friends, but he went skiing. He went on a ski trip, and of course he picked a snowboard. He was definitely interested in the snowboards, and he got hurt, but he didn't get hurt with the snowboard. He fell off the ski lift. Just the irony of it. His mother was so worried about him getting hurt snowboarding, and it wasn't actually snowboarding that hurt him. It was falling off the ski lift. I can't remember what it's called. There's kind of a spongy material in your knee. He tore that. That's what his injury was. So he was on crutches for a little while. And you'll see him limping around a little bit during the scout meetings and that. So eventually he heals up. And towards the end of winter, I think there was one day we got a 2-day snowstorm that hit us pretty good. And we went out to conservation area, and that's when our off-road or off-trail trek started. In the snow, of course.
Don't use my slingshot. What if we get lost?
You won't.
Yeah, we get lost, it's all your fault.
So at that time, my illness wasn't too bad yet, so I was able to manage that okay. So things were kind of getting rough after that, but that's when we started going off the trail. So that was kind of fun. So excuse me a second. Okay, I keep getting interrupted. This was a good interruption though. I'll explain that in just a moment. So, I explained in my last update about the schedule that I have now. Mondays were videos that I'm going to be showing random stuff. Basically just the stuff that I'm coming across that I've never used anywhere else, and I just, I've got it, I might as well use it. So the stuff that I'm doing right now is basically, or stuff I'm showing right now is basically stuff that I was doing while the kids were in school. So just different, the random stuff. No. Okay, so in the last update I showed that the last snow that we had, and the weather was supposed to be getting nicer, so I said, well, is this the last day of winter? Well, it didn't go quite as good as it was forecasted to. But the snow melted. The snow that we got then, it melted pretty quick. And the temperatures did rise. And it was kind of nice. Just not as wonderful as I was expecting it to be. I've had my window open for a while now. We had a storm a few days ago. I had to close it because it got kind of windy. But other than that, it's like, I have my window open. It's been nice. But all the ice in the river's melted now. It's all gone. Except for along the edges, along the river banks where it was all still, pretty much piled up. And the water isn't going through to, kind of help it melt along. It's just the air temperature. That's the only thing that was really left. So now with the warmer weather, I'm also able to drive longer distance. So I've been doing a little bit more of that. And we had one day it was 17 Celsius, which was just beautiful. It was the day before I said some parts of Ontario can reach 20 degrees, or could, I think, something like that. Not us. We got 17, which is fine. I was really happy with that. That was nice. And that was really sped up the melting of all our snow that had built up and everything, which made the rivers go up, of course, and helped take care of the snow that was along the riverbank there. So, and of course with everything going away, the ground's starting to harden up a little bit, and I was able to go the laneway by the floodplain where they built the new buildings there. I used to go behind the wall, sit there. I was actually able to do that. It's hardened up now. I didn't want to go down there before because it's pretty muddy. I didn't want to take a chance on getting stuck in it or whatever. But it's hardened up pretty good now, so I was able to do that, which is kind of cool. So, I can't read my own writing here. Okay, I can read it. I'm just not sure what I meant by that. Yeah, I'm doing good today, aren't I? So I mentioned I was sleeping nights now. Everything's changed, so there's no stress on me anymore. There's no urgency to get a video out every day, and that's made a huge difference for me. It might suck for you, not being able to see one of these videos every day, but I'm going to try at least to do the 2 a week, the Tuesdays and Friday updates. I'm going to try that. So far Thursdays are still completely open, so I might add something different. I'll just do updates like this, the Tuesdays and Thursdays, or Fridays and Thursdays maybe I'll do like a music scooter tour. I don't know. I haven't really decided on that yet. But because I've been sleeping nights, I get up. I've been getting up 2, 3 in the morning, and I'd go out. I'd go to Timmy's, grab a coffee, and then I'd go down to boat launch, and I sit there and take a break, and then come back home. When I go down there, I just kind of go for a little bit of a walk in the park, and I've been enjoying that. So I'm actually getting a little bit of exercise. And one night I was there, I saw the heron. The heron's back. I didn't see where it came from, but I saw it land on the bridge. So obviously it came from my direction, so it flew by me and just kind of went up on the bridge, and I saw it perch up there for a few minutes and then continue on. So that was cool. I don't remember what night that was, okay? I didn't write it down. So, and I do my thing in the daytime, and then towards late afternoon, my goal is to make it to at least 5 o'clock. I don't want to go to bed any sooner because I'll be getting up sooner, and that's going to mess me up again. I like the schedule I'm on now. So I go out again in the afternoon. Once I start feeling tired, kind of wake me up again. I go out, I go do my shopping or whatever. So I've been doing that. Yeah, and I've been enjoying it. And I've got written here, wheel in dirt. I still can't figure out what I meant by that. Wheel in dirt. Aha! Now I remember. I could have a little more better with description, but okay, I want to ask your opinion on something. With those steering bearings shot and the wheels on an angle, it's actually sliding on the road. Throughout the winter it hasn't been a problem because it just slides in the snow. It's not a big deal. But now that everything's melted, I'm going to be wearing the tread off the tire pretty quick. And most of the streets, well, the main streets have been cleaned up. All the sand's been swept up and everything, but some of the side streets, well, actually probably all the side streets still have the dirt. And I'm driving down the road. It was a nice night, and I actually got a little more distance. That's the longest drive I've done so far. And heading down the road, and I got the right wheel in the dirt on the side of the road, and it's sliding in the dirt. As soon as it gets on the pavement, it tries to turn, so it's sliding pretty good. So I'm keeping it in the dirt because I figure if the dirt's there, it can slide, and it's not going to wear the tread off as quick. So my question is, what is worse for the tire? Sliding on the pavement itself, or in the dirt? Would the dirt cause more of an abrasive surface? I'm not sure. Because I think the dirt gives it something to slide on because the tiny little stones are rolling, right? But at the same time, it would be more abrasive, thinking, right? I don't know, the more I think about it, the less conclusion I come to. I just wonder if you have an opinion on that, what you think would be worse for the wheel, on just like dry pavement or driving in sand. I don't know. That's what I was doing. So that's where I'm going to stop here for today. I got a whole lot coming. Something very strange happened with the monster. A couple nights ago, actually, I think it was. When I was down at the park, when I was on my walk, I come back and the monster's lights were flickering. Something very strange happened. I can't come up with a solution to. So I'm going to be talking about that. We had a huge storm. They're warning of this giant storm that was supposed to cover all of the United States and parts of Canada. And it was a pretty wicked storm. It generated 40 tornadoes in the southern states. And we got a lot of rain. We got freezing rain from it, a lot of wind. It wasn't as bad for us as they anticipated it, but it was it wasn't nice. Well, I noticed last night multi-day blizzard threat, because there's another one coming. There's another monster storm supposed to be coming. I was like, oh God. Okay, blizzard should be retired for the year. I don't want to see any more snow this year. I'm done with it. I can't have any more. So I got that coming. Last night was really interesting. We had a brownout. I don't want to give away too much, because I'll just tell the whole story about it, but we were at half power, basically, and it caused a lot of issues. So we'll be talking about that. And that will be my Friday update, which will be April 1st. And I am going to finish with some good news. This last interruption that I just had here, the monster has new batteries. Finally. So I gotta head down to Timmy's. I'm not sure. He said they're in storage state. I'm not sure what that means, but so I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to cycle them a few times to get their full capacity as usual. So I don't know what I can do today, but I don't feel like driving too much today anyways. I just want to go get my Timmy's, because I've been sitting out here waiting for him for the last couple hours, and I'm getting kind of chilled now. I was doing fine for a while. So we're all good. He installed them for me. I originally wasn't going to get them to, because I was going to I figured the monster would be apart by now, starting to work on it, but the ice is gone in here, everything's thawed out, but the floor's still wet. I'm still waiting for it to evaporate, so I can't do anything yet. I'm still waiting. So kind of figured the monster would be taken apart, but not yet. So I just got them, might as well just throw them in. So they're done. I think there's something else I was going to say about that. I don't remember. I don't. Anyways, I guess that's all I got for this one. I'll finish this with one of my tours, depending on how long this has been. I'm not sure how long I've been talking here. So, I'll talk to you again on Friday.